Time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes, 6'3" tall, weighed in at 226 pounds, and has an 81-inch reach. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr. RJJ is 5'11" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
To fight in this venue, you have got to be a very accomplished fighter, and I think it's safe to say that both of these athletes are certainly that.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Good luck.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Still swinging with nothing left. That left counter was perfectly timed. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Perfect counter lands. Nice counter. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Shot. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. No power in those punches. Punching for both these athletes. Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Great counter right hand there. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You find a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. That counter shot lands. counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judge. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Through the hook, didn't land. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt and someone's going to react.
Left counter scores. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. There's a counter shot. Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight,
they have no respect for each other's punching power. Looks like they've shaken it off. Good counter punching from both these fighters. And he just missed with that left jab. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He's going for the finish. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. No rest for the weary. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Good counter punch. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter right hand again. Got out of the way of that right hook. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Counter right. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter left hand there. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Lands with the right counter. Oh, what a punch! Right punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We hear that old phrase, and now it's him that's in trouble. And down goes Jones Jr.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They'll make it up, and this fight continues. Nice counter shot with the right hand. No rest for the weary. Good counter punching. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting... Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure. Neither fighter willing to slow down. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Oh, he got clipped. He got clipped, and this may be it. Not what he expected from this round. No, we don't see a knockdown. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Trying to answer back. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. A perfect counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's what...
Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. Didn't wait. And he finished the job. Finally, Jones goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
He misses with that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They are not. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. And we enter the ninth. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Beautiful counter punch. There's the bell for round 10. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. So that left lands. He blocks the right hook. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nothing but air on that hook. Can he do it? What a massive upset this would be. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Caution is being thrown to the wind. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful. Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And there's the bell to start round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. They exchange punches. Do you believe what we are seeing? Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think that's exactly... Oh my word, down goes Archer!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So Time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.